Time now for the PHL 11 o'clock news for this Thursday, February 19th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. On Peter Wiggins here on your 11 o'clock news headlines here, and our top story at 11 o'clock here is in Las Vegas, where Timmy Myers and Eric Lewis were neighbors. Their homes were walking distance from each other and from a park. It was in that park where, according to Myers' husband, she used to talk to the young man when she reported him as the road rage suspect new victim husband said. In Chicago, the crowd at the Irish American Heritage Center was subdued, some quietly sipping beers. The moderator, Remain Miro, hopeful, Jesus Chuy Garcia, that the incumbent Rahm Emanuel had much bigger campaign war chest. Republican presidential aspirants were already launching political action committees, gearing up for the expensive elections to come. A research assistant as a superbug may have infected 179 patients at a LA hospital in Los Angeles. Walmart pay hike may put pressure on our low-paying industries. Up until recently, the violence and unrest in Libya have been largely overshadowed by a bloody spectacle of the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria. The mayor of Venezuela's capital and one of the highest profile opposition figures in the country was hauled out in his office Tuesday and Thursday on conspiracy allegations ratcheting up the pressure on the embattled opponents of President Nicolas Maduro. In Brisbane, Australia, thousands of Australians were bracing for severe flooding and emergency workers evacuated some small coastal towns on Friday as two powerful tropical storms swept across Northern areas on a rare river assault, that officials said. In Ankara, Turkey and the United States signed an agreement on Thursday for training and equipment of Syrian rebels, said Turkish Foreign Minister Mevlut Cavusoglu said. In Copenhagen, arrested for stabbing a 19-year-old passenger on a commuter train in November 2013, Omar Abdel Hamid Al Hussein claimed the effects of a hostage shooter's brutal, random, and nearly failed attack in court last December, as Denmark hesitates to blame Islam. In New York, a slight shares in the utility companies nudged the U.S. stock market lower Thursday. Utilities were the biggest losers of the day, falling 1% of their losses, resumed the trend that emerged in late January. In Washington, Governor Chris Christie called on Thursday on New Jersey public sector unions to help address the state's underfunded pension system and said they will continue to hold off any tax increases in their second term. American Express violated U.S. antitrust laws. The federal judge rules. A simple reason why Apple won't buy Tesla for $75 billion. By the looks of it, Apple seems to be legitimately interested in the electric car market. Speculation has testified to follow a series of reports from numerous outlets. U.S. oil inventories hit another record high, and crude oil prices keep falling, offering no relief to an industry that Thursday continued to respond with high of layoffs and budget cuts. In San Francisco, while Apple has been prepared to release its first wearable computers, the company has also been assembling a team to work on an automobile. Cass Whittles, a writer and executive producer for Parks and Recreation, died on Thursday, a law enforcement source confirmed to NBC News. He was just at a young age of 30 years old. According to a new report, the author, E.L. James, demands more creative control over 50 Shades of Grey, sequel which is based on 50 Shades Darker. A spokesperson for the LAPD says there was no explosive found in the intersection of Hollywood and Island, which is near the venue of the Oscars, as a bomb scared near the venue of the Oscars proved to be a false alarm. Black holes might be critical in the formation of the galaxy, news today shows that even though the black holes are around 1 billionth the size of the galaxies they live in, they are still capable of injecting massive amounts of energy across the whole galaxy. The animals in the ocean have gotten bigger on average since the Caribbean period, and not by chance. That is a finding of a huge new survey of marine life past and present and published in the journal Science. In the home stretch of the 9.5-year journey that NASA's New Horizons mission has caught two of the Pluto's lunar comparisons on camera as they circle around the dwarf planet. Americans should pay taxes on sugary sodas and sex as a way to cut down on sweets, but they no longer need to worry about cholesterol, according to scientists helping to prevent the dietary guidelines of the U.S. Drug-resistant malaria has been detected at Myanmar, Indian border, and now reports an enormous threat to the global health and scientists have said. In Marion, Massachusetts, a 3 alarm fire at 105 French. At State, we have a 600 building is under construction. Peter Childers, I'm level 5. Time now for a travel report here on this late Thursday night here, and take a look at the traffic situation here, and it shows. Slow sailing now ways byways of New England here, and Southeast Expressway slow from down through Dorchester here. From Morrissey Boulevard all the way down to Route 203. But otherwise, a smooth sailing commute here on this Thursday night here. And road work on Route 3 Southeast Expressway around the Deposit River, so expect malaise here. And limited rail and bus service will be available on Friday. On the MBTA, Peter Channel News Time is now 11:06. Time now for a weather report here. Our current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 11:06 p.m. It's 10 degrees on temperature with first gusts, humidity 45%, wind speed. West at 14 miles per gust at 22 miles per barometer, 29.76 inches. Dew point at 7 below, and visibility at 10 miles, and a wind chill at 6 below. Taking a look at our current conditions around the region here on this late Thursday night here, around 11 o'clock here. 13 degrees on temperature right now here in Boston. It's 10 above in Fitchburg, 11 in Bedford, 12 in Haverhill and Beverly. It's 15 in Gloucester, 6 above in Worcester, 7 above in Sturbridge, 8 above in Webster, 10 above in Milford, 12 in Norwood, 11 in Taunton and in New Bedford. It's 14 out in Plymouth and Provincetown, 12 in Falmouth, 12 in Chatham, it's 14 in Martha's 15 in Nantucket, it's 14 in Buckeye, 12 in Westbury and in Providence, 9 above in Smithfield, it's 12 above in New York City, 11 in Islip, 15 in Montauk, 15 above in Lawrencetown, 10 above in New Haven, it's 9 above in Bridgeport, 7 above in Danbury and Waterbury, it's 11 in Meriden, 11 in Hartford, it's 9 above in Winslow, 9 above in Springfield, 7 above in Amherst and in Athol, 10 above in Greenfield, it's 3 above in Pittsfield, 6 above in North Adams, it's 6 above in Albany, New York, it's 7 above in Saratoga Springs, it's 6 above in Bennington, 3 above in Brattleboro, Vermont, it's 5 above in Rutland, Vermont, 11 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, it's 9 above in Keene, Hampshire, 10 above in Laconia, New Hampshire, 10 above in Concord and Manchester, New Hampshire, 12 above in Nashville, New Hampshire, 14 above in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and 17 degrees in Portland, Maine here. Okay, surface map shows station front from eastern Alberta, stretching the name for Saskatchewan, the name for western Dakotas, and stretching it down for Kansas, merging the warm front from western Oklahoma and Texas, stretching it in for the Lone Star State, and stretching it down off the southeast Texas Gulf coastline, merging with cold front from central Gulf of Mexico, stretching halfway between southern Florida and northern Cuba, and stretching that to sea. And you got another station front from north central tip of Minnesota, stretching it down to the Great Lakes, stretching down up in Quebec here. We got a low pressure with a pink front from eastern New Brunswick, stretching in central Nova Scotia here. And we got a frontal from west central Montana, stretching out southwestern Saskatchewan. A frontal down from New Mexico. A frontal from southeastern Oregon, and then for Idaho, and a frontal from southern Oregon, down for the California coastline here. High pressure in the Lake Huron, Kentucky, and western Colorado here. While we got low pressure in south central Idaho, Baja California, western Saskatchewan, it's eastern Colorado and western Texas. A pair of goose eggs, a pair of 0 degrees in Chicago and Detroit, 3 above in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 2 below in Pittsburgh, 13 in Washington, D.C. It's 22 out in Atlanta, 52 in Miami, Florida, and Brownsville, Texas got 63 degrees, 52 in Dallas, Texas. It's 15 in Washington, 15 in Kansas City, 18 above in Omaha, Nebraska, 3 above in Minneapolis, St. Paul. It's 40 in Great Falls, Montana, 51 in Seattle, 56 in San Francisco, 59 in Los Angeles, it's 65 in Las Vegas, 53 in Salt Lake City, 57 in Denver, 61 in Albuquerque, and 73 degrees out in Phoenix, Arizona. Here. Take a look at her. Take a look at the radar situation and show some snow showers behind the Portland, Maine area and around Brunswick, Maine, and the stretch of that to sea. Some spotty snow showers by northwestern portions of Vermont, stretching out south central Quebec, and stretching up east and up into Plattsburgh. Here. Spotty snow showers in central west central portions of Maine stretching out about the northeastern portion of the west around Berlin. And a lot of snow showers around eastern Maine. Moderate bands of snow around eastern Maine, covering much of New Brunswick and around eastern portion of Canada here. Snow showers in central portions of Nova Scotia and some snow sleeted rain showers around east central portions of Nova Scotia and snow and sleeted rain showers around west central portions of Prince Edward Island. Some moderate bands of rain off the southeastern portions of Newfoundland there with some sleet mixed in it off the south central portions of Newfoundland there. And zooming out, and it shows some spotty rain showers around western New York, around the Buffalo area, some snow showers around the Syracuse area, and some snow showers in the north central portions of Virginia here. And a lot of snow showers from western Tennessee, stretching the name from Missouri, western Iowa, down for western Minnesota, down for eastern Dakota, down for south central portions of Manitoba, a lot of snow showers around Saskatchewan, and some spotty rain showers in Washington State, and rain and sleet around Northern Idaho down for west central portions of Montana, and some rain showers around Alberta, stretching around for eastern Washington State with a snow, sleet, and rain showers mixed within the eastern portion of British Columbia, and some rain showers on the southeastern tip of Alaska here. Okay, take a look at the satellite loop, and it shows line of clouds covering much of eastern portion of the country and covering much of the Great Lakes and around the Ohio Valley here, and another line of clouds covering much of eastern Washington State, stretching down and covering much of Idaho, around Montana, and around Wyoming, and then stretching down for the Dakotas, down for western Nebraska, stretching down for northern Nevada, Utah, around Colorado, and a line of clouds from Arizona, and stretching down to Mexico, and a line of clouds around Baja California, Mexico, and stretching down central portions of California. And a line of clouds covering much of the Canadian province from British Columbia, stretching it down for the Canadian Maritimes here. Alright, let's take a look at our forecast discussion around the country here. And it shows bitter cold will continue for the east and ice events set up across the lower Mississippi and Tennessee valleys here. Bitter cold will continue across the eastern United States beneath a broad trail carved out aloft. The latest surge of altitude could bring some of the coldest weather since the mid-1990s to portions of the southeast and middle United States and central Appalachians on Friday. Upstream, another Arctic air mass dropping down from the Canada will plunge temperatures across the north central United States this weekend. A cold front at the leading edge of the frigid air will trigger light snows while it crosses the upper Midwest and Great Lakes. And the rest of cold air should force some upslope snows around the northern and central Rockies. The recent Arctic air mass settled in over the eastern half of the nation as combined with a moisture making a return from the Gulf of Mexico will set the stage for the ice event across portions of the lower Mississippi Valley and Tennessee valleys. Late this weekend, precipitation should begin to break out across the south central United States on Friday as a warm front surges northward. And the surface low deepens in the southern plains. A wide axis of sleet and freeze rain will be possible at the warm Gulf of Mexico air overends that slow to erode the Arctic air mass. An upper ridge and profound off the west coast will keep conditions warm and dry across the metro western United States this weekend. There. And take a look at the forecast discussed around the region here, and it shows bitter cold and very cold wind chills will on Friday in the morning, but it will be rain dry as low pressure will allow snow to develop Saturday afternoon, probably change to rain at least around the Interstate 95 corridor on Saturday night. Bulk of the precipitation should be over by Sunday afternoon, and Arctic cold front will be ushering in bitterly cold air Monday into Tuesday. We will be watching potential for another winter storm from Tuesday night and Wednesday, but it's far from a certainty. New term until 6 a.m. Friday morning. Low pressure now over New Brunswick with pressure gradient across New England and New York State, and Saturday images show clear skies, but a couple of patches and clouds along and northern Mass back and main concern will be wind chills as 10 p.m. observed values were 0 to 10 below in the coastal plain and 10 to 15 below in western and central Massachusetts. Expect temperatures to continue to lower as temperatures chill overnight with potential for values between 15 and 30 degrees below zero and wind chill advisories awarded to continue. And the water temperature 37 degrees here, and wind chills below zero overnight and morning and afternoon. As wind chills late down in the Friday morning to be 15 18 and 25 degrees below zero for much of eastern Massachusetts, to 15 and 5 degrees below zero around outer Cape and Islands here. So it is going to be a very frigid night on tap. And tomorrow's high is expected to be 9 to 18 degrees. 9 from Rutland, Vermont, with some single digits around Vermont and western Massachusetts around western New Hampshire, while the rest of the region can see temperatures in the teens here. And in a weekend storm, a cumulus snow change of rain late Saturday night and Sunday. Time and precipitation top snow over spread south for New England on Saturday afternoon and along the coastal plain, including Boston and Providence. So changes of rain around or after midnight on Saturday night along and north of Interstate 84 in Connecticut and Mass mostly all snow for Saturday night with pockets of freezing rain possible after midnight. Changes of light rain during the Saturday before ending here. Snowfall amounts ranging from an inch or 2 inches near the coast to 3 to 5 inches long and north of Mass in the northwest Hartford County. Rainfall amounts on a coastal plain after the changeover, a half to 1 inch. Potential hazards, snow-covered roads, areas of dense fog late Saturday night and the Sunday along the coast, and ported streets flooded near the coast due to the clogged drains, and potential exacerbation of roof collapses, especially near the coast. There. Okay. Snowfall total for Saturday afternoon and Saturday night. 1 to 3 inches for much of eastern Massachusetts and Cape Downs and Rhode Island there. In eastern Connecticut and up to 3 inches from central and western Massachusetts up to northern Hartford County around the greater Hartford area, which is 3+ inches or more here. Okay, let us take a look at our. We are under a wind chill advisory in effect, as Arctic cold wind chill is expected to down tomorrow morning here. Wind chill advisory remains in effect from 3 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. Locations eastern Massachusetts metro out here, and as of wind chill. Wind chill readings as low as 10-19 below zero, and timer from 3 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Friday. Frostbite can develop in just 30 minutes, and winds west by 10 to 20 miles gust up to 40 miles per hour, and temperatures 0 to 9 above zero. Our wind chill advisory is issued when the wind chill index is likely to reach 50 to 24 degrees below zero for at least 3 hours. Frostbite can develop in just 30 minutes with a wind chill index of 20 below. If you're headed outdoors, dress in layers and wear a hat and gloves. And as the weather with day 1 tonight, wind chill advisory, day 2 for 7. Friday for Wednesday, wind chill advisory here, and snow will develop Saturday afternoon and continue Saturday evening with a few inches of accumulation possible. The snow will likely change to rain Saturday night before ending sometime during today, Sunday. The concern is that any bout of rain could exacerbate on cold roof issues with the deep snow cover in place. On around a bitterly cold air and the need for wind chill headlines expected Monday night and Tuesday morning. Here, there'll be a chance of coastal storm Tuesday night and Wednesday. If that system does not pass too far offshore, there will be a chance for initial significant snowfall. Confidence is very low for that time period. Here. Alright, let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Overnight, most of the coast can go about 1 below. Wind chill miles as low as 14 below. West wind about 11 to 13 miles gust high, 34 miles per hour. For Friday, South sky about 17 degrees. Wind chill miles as low as 16 below. West wind about 9 to 14 miles gust high, 32 miles per hour. For Friday night, coast sky low about 3 above. West wind about 5 to 7 miles per hour. Coming in the evening here. For Saturday, snow likely after 4 p.m. Increase skies about a higher 30 degrees. Wind chill miles as low as 1 below. Calm wave becoming 7 at 5 to 7 miles per hour. Wind skies 21 miles per hour. Just to 70%. New circulation with less than half an inch possible. For Sunday night, snow before 1 a.m. Then rain and snow between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. Then rain after 2 a.m. Rains of fog after 4 a.m. Low around 30 degrees. South about 5 to 9 miles per hour. Gust high as 20 miles per hour. Just 30%. For Sunday, rain likely before 1 p.m. Areas of fog. Otherwise, clouds sky high around 40 degrees. Chance of precipitation 70%. Saturday night, mostly clouds sky low about 18 degrees. For Monday, part Saturday podcast sky about 24, low about 2 below. For Tuesday, mostly clouds sky about 22 degrees. Thursday night, chance of snow, mostly clouds sky low about 12 degrees. Chance of precipitation 30%. For Wednesday, a chance of snow showers, mostly clouds sky about 31, low about 14 degrees. Chance of precipitation 35%. And for Thursday, mostly clouds sky high about 25 degrees. Peter's weather phrase of the night. A frigid Friday morning in store. Peter Chell News Times out 11:20 here on this Late Thursday night, time now for a sportsman up here on this Thursday night here. Take a look at the NHL scoreboard here on this Thursday night. San Jose Sharks leading the Dallas Stars 3-1 with 3:20 left in the third period here. The Washington Capitals over the Winnipeg Jets 5-1. New York Islanders over the Nashville Predators 5-2. Vancouver Canucks over the New York Rangers 5-4. Buffalo Sabres over the Philadelphia Flyers 3-2. Columbus Blue Jackets over the Pittsburgh Penguins 2-1. And the Florida Panthers over the Montreal Canadiens 3-2. And the NBA scores with 11:39 left in the second quarter. Los Angeles Clippers 27. San Antonio Spurs 24. And Oklahoma City Thunder 104. Dallas Mavericks 89. Alright, let's take a look at college basketball scores here. First of all, in the men's college basketball scores here on this. Okay. Take a look at men's college basketball scores here. 15:04 left in the second half. It's BYU 44, San Diego 30. With 10:07 left in the second half, it is Cal State University Bakersfield 50, Chicago State 36. 7:47 left in the second half. It's Cal Poly 49, Cal State Fulton 37. It's 12:33 left in the second half. It's UC Davis 41. It's Long Beach State 33. 11:20 left in the second half. It's UC Woodside 45. UC Santa Barbara 37. 13:49 left in the second half. It's Portland State 53. North Dakota 40. It's Sacramento State 41. It's North Colorado 37. It is UC Irvine and Hawaii 29 all. 11:43 left in the first half. It's Gonzaga 22. Pacific 13. St. Mary's 15, Portland 12. 10:27 left in the first half. It's San Francisco 23. It is Loyola Marymount 8. 13:32 left in the first half. It's Utah 5, Oregon State 4. Scores of the final. Middle Tennessee 90, Marshall 51. It's Old Dominion 64. It is Southern Miss 38. Dayton 68. It's St. Joseph 64. It is Maryland 69. It's Nebraska 65. It is SMU 67. It's Temple 58. Montefiore 63. It's St. Peter's 58. It is UCF 69. It's Tulane 55. It's Jacksonville 83. It is Northern Kentucky 75. Final in overtime. It is North Florida 93. It's Lipscomb 78. It's USC Upstate 73. It's Stetson 54. It's FGCU 54. It is Kennesaw State 53. It's Chattanooga 74. It's Mercer 61. A final in overtime. It's Citadel 62. Bourbon 56. Final in overtime. It is Wofford 77. It's UNC Greensboro 62. It's Coastal Carolina 81. It's Campbell 57. Louisiana Tech 83. It's Charlotte 82. Final in overtime. Here. North Texas 79. Florida Atlantic 72. It is Brant 66. Wagner 65. It is St. Francis 70. It's Fairleigh Dixon 54. Mount St. Mary 82. It's LU Brooklyn 65. Sacred Heart 80. It's Baltimore 74. No, 76. Purdue 67. It's Indiana 63. It is Delaware 70. It's UNC 59. Final in overtime. It's Ganache 69. It's Iowa. It's Ganache 69. Siena 63. Final in overtime. Niagara 55. Fairfield 53. It is Rider 94. It's Quinnipiac 83. It is Georgia State 79. It's Alabama 51. It's Troy 65. Georgia 762. It is North Dakota State 57. It's IUPUI 48. It's Oral Roberts 81. Omaha 78. It's FIU 60. Rice 56. It is UAB 71. It's Western Kentucky 66. It is SIU Edwardsville 75. Southeastern Missouri State 72. Final overtime. It's UT Barton 75. It's Eastern Illinois 73. It is Milwaukee 71. It's USC 60. Texas Arlington 81. It's Appalachian State 68. Lafayette 64. It is Texas State 42. It is Northern Arizona 72. It is Idaho 65. Arizona 87, it's USC 57. It is. Eastern Washington 78, it's 7 Utah 75. Montana 78, it is. Montana 88, Iowa State 77, it is. Memphis 75, Connecticut 72, it is. IPFW 63, Denver 47, it is. Pepperdine 64, Santa Clara 55, it is. Grand Canyon 64, UT Pan American 59, it is. Central Connecticut State 53, it's San Francisco 50 from Pennsylvania. Arkansas Little Rock 70, it's Arkansas State 57, it's. Ole Miss 71, it's Mississippi State 65. Weber State 74, it's Montana State 71, it is. New Mexico State 51, it's Utah Valley 38. Alright, women's college basketball scores here. Okay, women's college basketball scores here. Quarterback A2, St. Peter's 52. Middle Tennessee 74, Marshall 48. Troy 99, Georgia 79, 3. Final in overtime, it is. Georgia 69, Georgia State 69, it is. Alabama 54, it's. SIU Edwardsville 77, it's also Bay 62, it is. Texas Arlington 55, it's Appalachian State 45. Louisiana Lafayette 64, Texas State 51. Arkansas Little Rock 63, it's Arizona State 61, it is. IUPUI 76, it's North Dakota State 65, it is. Sets at 92, it's USC Upstate 66, it is. Jacksonville 76, it's Northern Kentucky 62. It's Florida Gulf Coast University 71, it's Kennesaw State 60. Great City FIU 59, it is. Southern Miss 70, it is. Old Dominion 53. It is. Siena 66, Manhattan 51, it is. LaSalle 47, it's Richmond, Rhode Island 45. Notre Dame 71, it's Georgia Tech 61, it's North Carolina 83, Wake Forest 45, it is. Louisville 69, it's Virginia Tech 49. Syracuse 73, Boston College 51. Pittsburgh 68, it is. Virginia 63, final in overtime here is. North Carolina State 68, Miami, Florida 65. Florida State 81, it's Clemson 38. It's Tennessee 77, it's Alabama 56. Vanderbilt 76, Florida 75, final in overtime, it is. Texas A&M 81, it's Kentucky 69. Drexel 863, it's Charleston 52. Elon 74, it is. Northeastern 73. Hofstra 62, 2048, it's James Madison 85, UNC Wilmington 49, it is. North Florida 52, 57, it's Lipscomb 54, it is. Louisiana Tech 71, it is. Charlotte 61. Well, Robert 68, it's West Illinois 63, it is. North Texas 74, it's Florida Atlantic 55, it is. Grand Canyon 75, it is. UT Pan American 63. UMKC 62, it's Seattle University 61. Houston Baptist 67, it's Gunnar Word 64, it is. Stephen F. Austin 71, it's Lamar 60. Southeast Louisiana, Luzon and Nolan 76, 64, it is. LSU 64, it is. Georgia 52. Youngstown State 79, Milwaukee 73. Ole Miss 51, it's Auburn 46, it is. Maryland 81 and Wisconsin 70, it is. South Carolina 73, Arkansas 56. Alright, take a look at sports news here at 11:29 here. The NBA's top teams did all the best work before a chaotic trade deadline. The San Diego Chargers and New York Raiders off to the chair stadium plan Thursday night, which will be built outside of Los Angeles. So, the Nick the Walker's traded guard Pablo Pica and Houston Rockets on Thursday for guard Alexei Shved and 2 second-round picks taking on another veteran off the roster. Indianapolis Mariota is arguably the best defensive quarterback to enter an NFL draft. Here. As Marcus Maynard says, Buck should draft him number 1. Uniondale, New York, gated at Nassau Coliseum without the further memories in the Middle State for possible out. Long Island needed a nest on the Nashville Predators. Tiger Woods told officials of the Honda Classic they will not play the PGA Tour event next weekend in the PGA National Resort and a spot in Palm Beach Garden. The Minnesota Wolves look back. Kevin Garnett from the New Jersey Nets. Okay. The Milwaukee Bucks trade Brendan Knight and get Michael Carr Williams on Philadelphia and some plumbing. Minutes after shipping the battle guard Grand Director to Miami before the Thursday deadline, the Surrey traded Israel. The Suns traded Isaiah Thomas to the Celtics for guard Marcus Thornton in 2016 first one. Pick acquired from the Cleveland, Dallas, Texas. Nick Moore helped SMU overcome another huge second half hole against Temple as American Athletic Conference. Out of the year, Nick Moore had 18 points and 4 assists as 21st ranked Mustangs defeat Temple. And Fox goalie Ray Emery gets out. Sacramento, California. Boston Celtics for Jared Seldinger will miss an indefinite amount of time with a foot injury. The team alone on Thursday. It was all about talent, and Stan Van Gundy had more of it today. When he did yesterday, he traded for the Reggie Jackson and it's going to compared more than that. Hendrick was split Thursday night qualifying races for the Daytona 5 with Dale Earnhardt. And that's way for the period channel. 11 o'clock news on this late Thursday night. February 19, 2015, I'm Pearson. See you tomorrow. Good night.